I had dolphin money and I lived with two B-boys, B-boy Crumbs and B-boy Remind. All of us broke. Hi, I'm Joe Coy, and this is the time I turned down a pitch from a Hollywood executive. What a fucking dumbass. I started stand-up in Las Vegas, Nevada, right around 1989, doing every odd job at every hotel. So I was a tour guide talking about dolphins, and I didn't even know any of their names. I was literally walking crowds of people through this dolphin habitat and just pointing at different gray dolphins and just making up names. That's Bumble. And that's Booger over there. He's a fun one. But I knew that nothing was gonna happen unless I moved to Los Angeles, California. I only saved enough money from shoveling dolphin shit, but I'm gonna take whatever I got and I'm gonna make this dream happen. So I moved to Los Angeles, California. This house had no lights, no nothing. I mean, literally, I think there was crack being sold in front of the house. I had dolphin money and I lived with two B-boys, B-boy Crumbs and B-boy Remind. All of us broke. I finally get into the Laugh Factory, and that's kind of like my home club. I'm not making enough money to where I can quit my job. I worked at Borders Books downstairs, and I worked at Nordstrom Rack upstairs. Times were really, really tough. And then one day I was just sitting at home and my phone rings. I recognize the voice right away, and he talks like this. Hey, Joe Coy, it's Barry Katz. My eyes lit up. I'm like, oh shit. Hey man, I got this great idea, and I want you to be a part of it. It's gonna change your life. They were doing these theme shows. It was really big. The Kings of Comedy, the Blue Collar Tour, untouchable, right? He's like, I got an idea. I'm like, what is it? It's called the Kims of Comedy. What do you mean, Barry? What do you mean Kims of Comedy? Oh, it's gonna be you, Ken Jeong, Bobby Lee, Steve Burton. And we're gonna call it the Kims of Comedy. And in my head, I'm like, none of us have that fucking name. It's gonna be real cool. We're gonna stick you guys inside of a to-go box. We're gonna have a fortune cookie microphone. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, Barry? In my head, I was like, I need this. You know what I mean? Take the gig, Joe. You need this. This is the break you need. But then there was just something inside that was like, nah. I moved to Hollywood for one reason, and that's to be a stand-up comic and have my own specials as Joe Coy. And I turned him down. It hurt, believe me. I remember just going, Barry, I'm gonna pass. Even he was surprised, like, are you sure, man? And that was it. He hung up, and I went back to shelving books. I remember watching it on TV. I remember seeing them on TV and going, fuck, I made the wrong decision. I remember my son going, fuck, Dad, we need diapers. And then all of a sudden I get this general meeting with, I think, BH1. At the end of the meeting, I remember her clearly saying, do you want something to drink before you go? Because she had this cool mini fridge in her office. And I remember seeing Diet Dr. Pepper. Because my sister, Rowena, has health problems, but she loves Dr. Pepper. And I remember I want to try it just so I can tell my sister I tried it. So I remember looking at the lady going, can I have that can of Diet Dr. Pepper? It means a lot if I could try this Diet Dr. Pepper. I'm on cloud 9. I just had a great general. She gave me a Diet Dr. Pepper. I'm gonna taste it, and I'm gonna confirm that this will save my sister's life. And now I'm going down this elevator, and the door opens. And would you believe Barry Katz is on the other side of this door when it opened with this Bon Jovi jacket. Look, there's only two people on this planet that should have this Bon Jovi jacket. One is Bon Jovi. Two is people that own horses. And then I looked over his shoulder and I was like, is that fucking Lance Burton? He had this mystical tuxedo on. Like, it didn't have glitter, but it was sparkling. It was magical. He didn't have a bow tie on, but it was one of those rubies or whatever. He had this very mystic haircut with just a little bit of bang hanging in front of his eye. I remember his eyelash would move the bang just a little bit every time his eyes would flicker up. And it looked like he was looking at me, but it felt like he was looking through me. Like he was looking at future me. And I'm looking at him going, where the fuck are those pigeons? Because I know he has 17 in that jacket. I've seen his show. I don't even think he's standing on his feet. He's just kind of floating right behind Barry Katz. And then Barry looks at me and he goes, hey man, and reaches for my Diet Dr. Pepper, cracks it open, and starts to drink it in front of me. And then when he's done drinking it, he looks at me and he goes, nobody says no to Barry Katz. And he walks into the elevator. Lance just floats right behind him. They both turn around. And as it's closing, he takes one more sip. Nobody. I just remember saying to myself, he just killed my sister. Because I don't know what that Diet Dr. Pepper tastes like. By the way, I ended up getting that hour special. That's the background.